Donate your old things. Bring all your old stuff, your broken things, your old clothes to Slab City. We'll take care of it for you. Please don't throw it in the dumpster. We'll reuse it for you. And this bus is the free store thrift store.
I wanna thank you for taking the time, sitting with me, talking to me. I don't take it for granted, you know. And you have good energy, good vibe. Even on your glasses, you can see it. You know, you spreading spreading love to the world. You know, you show them. You know, I'm welcome you in
Trying to.
as much as you can. You know, in the end, people that wanna receive love, it depends also on them. You can give it away, but if you don't receive it, so yeah, I'm very excited to talk to you and hear even about you. What brought you to a place like that? What is like your journey as an artist?
Okay.
How it started? Yeah.
Okay, so the journey as an artist, we'll kind of start with that one. I've always done this. I didn't even know what I was doing was art, but like going to a junk store or a thrift store or even my neighbor's garbage and finding something that I could see something else in it. I wanted it to be something else. Well, it's not done being used for something. And so I was always making really odd things around the house, just, making, and even my rooms, we moved around a lot. So I would go overboard decorating my rooms. I mean, like, it was nuts, like kind of like how it is in here, just stuff all over the place. And then as I got older and had children, I had to kind of abandon the artist concept of the idea of being a professional artist of any kind, which I never really knew how I was gonna be a professional artist with the kind of art I do. I can do some pretty good drawing and sketches and things, and so I try to get that in some galleries, and I did have some stuff in a gallery in Columbus for a minute, but it was short-lived. It's like I'm not, my art usually has a message, and it comes like out of me, like it just, and then I'm even impressed. I'm like, wow, that was pretty cool. And I can't force it. So unless all of the elements align for me to see the vision, it doesn't get done. And so if I'm trying to force it to sell it or get it into a gallery or do something that I think other people are gonna like, there's no muse. The muse doesn't come out. The only way the muse comes out is when I get passionate about something, like spaying and neuter cats, and I want to make a bunch of art projects that revolve around that I can really get in people's faces and make them think about.
You need to feel it
Yeah.
in the process.
Yeah, I have to feel it, and then I got to make you feel it when I'm done. I'll take something that's really pretty and show you the dark side of it. I mean, that's one of the things that I liked about fairy tales and all that, was that you had this lovely concept of how beautiful life can be, and then you have the dark undertones of how terrible things are, right? So there's this, the yin and yang, the good and bad, and you can't have one without the other. If you're happy all the time, then you don't even know what happiness is.
Yeah, because then it's forced, it's fake, because you don't embrace the other side.
Yeah. Okay, so how I got here, just like everybody else, I was wanting to get on the road, wanting to get out of the rat race. I ended up in a situation where I could get on the road and sell my house, and my children empty nested me. So I was like, F it, let's go travel. So I traveled for a few years in an RV and went all up and around the whole United States pretty much. And then I got tired of traveling. I thought it was lonely. I know a lot of people like really love the Nomad Life movie, but that's how my life was. It was boring. Well, not boring, lonely. You spent a lot of nights alone on the side of the road eating your dinner by yourself, and it got hard. So when I got here, just like everybody else, it was like, what's this Slab City? I want to go check it out. So I was on my way to Joshua Tree and just stopped here before I got there, and just haven't been able to get myself to leave since, really. And just continuing to throw out all of my crazy ideas in some form of artwork for people to come and enjoy and get inside of and immerse themselves in it. I never thought I'd be able to live off of my artwork. And I don't really sell very much to people. It's really more, they come in here, it's immersion installations. There's a lot in there now. After 6 years of doing something every day, there's a lot. And people are so appreciative for what I have done here, which also fills my cup to the brim. It makes me feel so good.
It's amazing.
That they want to give me money for sharing it with them. And it just makes me almost want to cry every time someone hands me money without asking for anything in return. The only reason I have the gift shop, I don't really want to sell you anything. I'm not here to sell you stuff. I didn't come to the desert to become a millionaire. I came here to share my artwork. But I did find that I had to live. So I started making little things like keychains and t-shirts that I bleach right on and stuff that I could upcycle and sell for a couple dollars. And I was living off just that. I used to joke around how I sell keychains in the desert and make a living. But because we don't have really very many expenses here, you can get away with it. It gets dark out here, real dark.
There is no
light. Some people have flashlights, some people have a phone, but still, man, it gets really disorienting out here if you're not familiar with the area. I've gotten lost so many times not so many times, a couple of times when I've gone out after dark. And you get so twisted and turned around, you finally just sit under a bush and wait until the sun comes up because you can't tell what direction is what. Now I know where the North Star is. I know how to align with the stars. But when you first get here, coming from the city, I had no idea that the sun moves so far across the horizon from summer to winter until I got here.
So you basically, first of all, you can see the sky at night. It's insane. I love it. Second of all, you learn by getting out of the city. You learn that you can sync with nature. It also makes you feel good while you sync with nature.
Absolutely. There's a lot of grounding going on around here. A lot of people get here and the first thing they want to do is take off their shoes and just get in the dirt. It's almost like they can't help it. Yes.
You have the room of bones.
Yes.
What inspired you to do this?
Well, I've been picking up dead things, especially ones that are completely done. Like when they've been in the sun long enough, the bones are nice and white and everything. I've been doing that for a long time. When I was in second grade, I dug up my pet turtle that had died and tried to put it back together for my science fair project. That was in second grade. Okay, so we've been doing this a while.
So this art, it's you. It's authentic. It's you because that's things that you do since always. Now you connected with this inner child.
Yes.
And you find yourself able to let him out in a healthy way.
Well, and also, so I was doing art, Instagram, Google+, Facebook, all of these things, these social medias were coming along. And I had so little faith that people would like my art. I never posted any pictures. I did this baby doll that I put some antlers on the back of it so that it looked like it was like this demon doll in a giant cage that was actually part of a giant chandelier. It had that hanging in the living room. And I took a picture of it.
Sounds creepy, yeah.
It was very creepy. And I went to post it, and I was like, no, people are going to think I'm creepy, right? I was so worried about what people were going to think of me based on my art that I didn't really share it with anybody. I just did it in my house. My kids had to look at it. My family had to deal with it. But the world wasn't getting to see it.
How did you overcome it?
Coming here, seeing some of the stuff that's been done over at East Jesus that can make people feel a little bit uncomfortable. Another person over here that they based almost all of their art. I think they were Gremlin, I think was their name. They've passed, but their art was gory and beautiful, and I was like, "No, we can do this. We can do it. We can do this creepy, weird shit that you do, stuffing things together, just making things look like something they're not." And since I started, I've gotten nothing but support. Real, true support. Now, there are a handful of haters that will come through. There are people that just don't understand at all what we're doing here. They can't see past the things that make them uncomfortable. The trash, which we're working on, the tires everywhere. Those are property lines. I mean,
Yeah, but that's part of the beauty.
it's part of the
too.
beauty. But some of the people, like we've said, they're just not ready yet. So when they come, they're not ready for what we have to share with them yet.
It's judgmental, and that's something that I'll share with you. I personally, as well as a person, try to overcome.
Yes.
I'm not judgmental to things like that, but I'm judgmental, let's say, to behaviors or judgmental.
Everything.
So, in the moment you're judgmental, it's low frequency. It's low frequency, and you need to overcome it to be something greater.
I feel that every day in here. Like I said, one of my favorite things is when I have one of those people that come in that have some preconceived idea of who we are out here, what we're doing out here. They've seen it on the internet. They know. And then I change them. I turn them around. I make them see what good stuff we really are doing out here. There is some little corners of darkness still here, but the light is shining so bright here right now. It's not going to be long before this place is just a really happy place. People are just starting to put smiles on. Everyone is. Like the looking down and being sad is going away. I don't know why it was here, but people are getting happy.
It was here because this is like a shelter for people as well that didn't have any success in the outside world. They didn't found themselves, and usually the people are confused.
Yes.
So when they confuse, they feel bad. Their emotion is not elevated until certain type of people moving here, people like yourself.
Thank you.
Yeah, that bring positivity. Even just that's my belief. Even if you just in a place and you don't know the people and you don't talk to them, but you are kind of light. Your energy is. If you shine the light on the darkness disappears.
Exactly.
So if somebody here shining some light, the darkness slowly disappears. And that's what is the magic that pulled me in a little bit to this place, because I feel to bring some joy here with certain art. And the moment you bring joy and you build something beautiful that people want to come and see, that's bring even more artists. And this is amazing place for artists.
It's a perfect place for artists. Any type of art. And this is the art that like I said, trying to get your art in a gallery, and who goes to an art gallery anymore? Unless they're having a gala or a fundraiser, nobody goes to an art gallery.
Everybody's scrolling social media today. Nobody leave the house.
Nope.
But this is a place
people leave the house and come to. I know, it's amazing. I love it. And you have to come to it. You can't see it on the internet. You can try, but this is an in real life situation. The only way you can truly experience the magic of Slab City is by getting in your car or on a plane or on a train and getting here.
Especially your heart.
Yeah. So immersion.
As much as I will try to grasp everything in the videos and show to the viewer like what is going on and put nice music and this and that, it's not the same when you enter to the room and you look to the bottom, there is something here. Look to the corner, there is something there. Look straight, there is something there. Your brain cannot grasp all the information so quick, so you have to look around.
Yep. I will wait for these fine folks on the way out. Okay, I'm going to tell you my latest art project, which I don't know if you got to see it in there. So there was a big craze, I think it's kind of going away now, for women to disfigure themselves with very large breast implants. It started normal, and then it became an obsession of some sort. And it makes me sad that people are, doing something, whether it's for them or for someone else. I think often it was for someone else, or the idea that they're going to be more desirable by doing this to someone else. And to me, we won't get into that. Well, we're going to invent testicle implants, and we're going to go to the extreme. I already have them in there. We got some large-ish ones that can still be contained in the ball sack area, but the other ones are so big, bowling ball size, that the dude needs a shopping carriage to, walk
You're gonna
around.
have like a character?
I got a little carriage, and I already got it. It's in there. You can get it on film.
We'll get some.
You'll get it on film. But like you asked about my artwork, like I was watching Botched, and I was getting very frustrated at the amount of people that have been taken advantage of because of their insecurities, and then they're here having someone fix what someone did to them, and it didn't piss me off. It made me mad. And so I thought, well, let's just put it in people's faces. Like, it's so ludicrous to think about giant testicles. Who would do that? What man
You will be
would
surprised.
do that? But look at what women did. You know what I mean? And so it's not that far out of question. I mean, I'm putting the idea out there. I really hope men don't think that women want you to have bowling ball-sized testicles.
There is people today that make themselves taller by
Oh, dude, I just saw that.
nonsense and stuff.
5.5 inches that woman added to her legs. What was she thinking?
A lot
Holy
of dudes
bejesus.
do that because women look at a guy with a height and this and that. But there is many ways you can bring value. And if somebody doesn't see you for your value,
Right?
it doesn't matter. So
Then they're not right for you anyways.
Exactly.
Why do you want somebody that doesn't want you to want you? That's,
it's human nature.
I know.
Kind of
It's
way.
really hard. You do. It hurts you. It hurts when someone pushes you away, when you find someone attractive or you find someone that you want to be with and the other person doesn't want to be with you. That can be truly heartbreaking. But a lot of times it's an infatuation. It's not really a real love, because if it's a real love, you're both going to feel it. You're both going to want to be together.
Because we'll be synced.
Exactly.
We'll be synced, and I found I can speak only from my own experience.
Right, that's all we can speak from,
as a
exactly.
man, right? So I found that a lot of women see potential or have a dream in their mind. And then I found that I bring some toxicity, she brings some
Yes.
toxicity.
Yes.
And the toxicity that I bring, I can see it in her, why she like it. Now, if you love the toxicity, it means that you're unhealthy.
Yes. Yes.
You have to get your shit together to get healthy and then find out.
Right.
Because you don't want to pour your cup to somebody else's cup. You want your cup will be already, clear. You don't want to pour shit.
Yes, exactly. Yep.
Yeah.
And it takes time. And right now, we've all been inundated with false ideals for relationships, right? The idea of, the way that the woman is supposed to be this and the man is supposed to be that. I mean, we're breaking away from a lot of those standards and traditions, but it's hard for people to change those ideals and then see each other as complete equals, because that's what it is. It's like, each person in the relationship brings something to the table. And like you were saying, you've got old relationships, you've got PTSD from other things that you've had to deal with in your life, and you have to learn with your partner how to engage correctly, how to see when this is an old wound, this isn't our wound. Let's talk about this and realize that that's how you and your old partner dealt with things. That's not how we're going to deal with things, because I know that I just did something that is how I used to deal with things with my old partner. Now let's realize that that's old partner stuff. That's not us. We're going this way. That's why they're not here anymore, right? And so we have it's been a year now that I've been in a relationship, and it's the best relationship I've ever been in, because it's an honest relationship, and we talk about things. We don't the whole don't go to sleep angry. It's don't go to sleep confused or with the wrong information in your head, because sometimes it's just a misunderstanding. It's just a simple misunderstanding, and if you can just both get to that misunderstanding, the core of it, you can go to bed happy. But if one person is still misunderstanding the situation, you can't let it go. You have to clear it all up. Like right now, you can't let things ponder. So that's the thing that I
Some
found.
people I found with myself. If I see that we try and it doesn't go anywhere, we can sleep and we can reassess tomorrow. It doesn't have to be.
It doesn't have to be, but you have to make sure that you're not going to sleep angry
Let's say
right.
we still have our issues, we still have our misunderstanding, we can still hug it out and
Exactly.
think about it tomorrow.
Get to the hugging part. You have to get to the hugging so that you can move on. I guess that's my point.
Love is the answer, right?
Love is absolutely the answer, and if you want it to work, it will work. And whatever it is you're trying to do. If you have faith, if you have passion, and a will to do it, you can make it happen.
Right.
I hope so. I'm still working on it.
We all kind of work in
Right.
field, right?
Yeah, well, we're not done till we're dead, I guess.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for talking to me.
Yes, of course.
a very pleasure to speak to you.
You too. This was really great.